send this.
Give it to her too.
Yeah, that way we can send it to her. So, so what Plexus does is it begins to heal your body from the inside out. And so, if you think of like medications, when you get medications from your doctor, you feel an immediate change, and that's because oftentimes they're masking or changing the symptoms that the issue is causing, right? So the thing that's different with Plexus and with natural supplements is it's not masking or changing the symptoms. It's actually getting to the root cause, which is in your gut health. So the gut is our second brain. Most of our ailments that happen, come from our gut being not healthy. So you need to give these products time. I say do a minimum of 6 months. You really want to get these products because you will see some changes right away, like Bobby's already seeing in her energy. You will see some changes right away, but some things you won't notice for 2 or 3 months, 4 or 5 months before your body's getting clean to the point where you're like, oh man, I don't have this going on.
Who am I?
Yeah, exactly. So I want to encourage you, if you don't keep like a health journal of like how you feel and different ailments and things that you experience on a regular basis, do that. Because I was just telling Ahada while we were waiting on you guys to jump on, I talked to a lady today. She just started the product. I think she was 5 days in at this point when she discovered this, but she said day 3, day 4, she was like, girl, I would have brought this back. Like, I was like, whatever, this ain't doing nothing. She said day 5, she got up out of bed. She had plantar fasciitis really badly. She said every single morning for years, guys, for years, she got out of bed like an old woman. And she said day 5, she got out of the bed, walked into the kitchen, and she was like, I just walked into my kitchen without hurting. Like, what? And she said she started dancing around on her feet, and she was like, oh my gosh, my feet are not hurting. And I have another really good friend, the lady that actually introduced me to Plexus had plantar fasciitis, and it cleared up with the Plexus. So you don't know what all's going on in your body. I have friends that have had migraines, 1 migraine a week for years, that now she has one like every 3 or 4 months. That's life-changing, guys. Things like that are life-changing. My mom had polymyalgia rheumatica, which is like a fibromyalgia, but it gets into your joints instead of your muscles. It's very debilitating. She had lost a lot of weight before they figured out what it was. Then they put her on high doses of prednisone. She blew up like a huge balloon. Her head was the size of a basketball. It was huge. And she was having to brush her teeth with 2 hands, like very debilitating in her joints. And so I bought this for her when I started. I'm like, Mom, look, I'm reading all this stuff that it's helping with. It's not going to hurt. Like, let's just try it. We got a 60-day money back guarantee. Let's see what's up. So I bought it for her. And guys, 3 weeks later, my mom was standing in my office at the shop, and she was crying. And she said, I'm getting out in the yard this afternoon for the first time in 5 years. That's huge. All of her swelling went down. My mom's actually like a normal size. She's always been little, but she's actually back to her normal size now. It's crazy. And she does things like paint, and she gets out in the yard and she works, and she actually works for me and my other company that I own. So, it literally gave her life back, and she's now down to, she takes like half of a milligram, or half of a milligram tablet or whatever it is. She takes that like once a day, and that's it, of prednisone. And where she was on high doses 2 and 3 times a day, like crazy stuff. So when I say these products need to take a minute to get into your system to work, you really need to think about that, because it took months and years and lots of behavior for your bodies to get into the shape that they're in now. And it's going to take time for them to come back out. So this is not a lose 60 pounds in 60 days kind of thing. This is, I'm going to get healthy from the inside out. And as Ahada said, I'm going to treat my temple the way that God wanted me to, and put good things in. So real quick, I'm going to tell you what all 3 of you here are. Sorry, Amy, I don't think you have actually purchased anything, right?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you about it for the first time, but the rest of y'all are going to see what you have in your cupboards right now. So real quickly, we start everybody on the triplex. So the triplex is just 3 products. Okay. The first product is our Slim. The Slim comes in 2 different kinds. There's a microbiome Slim, and there's a hunger control. I actually take the hunger control. So Ahada has the microbiome. This is the hunger control. And so it comes in a stick. You literally just drop it into a bottle of water, shake it up, and drink it. You want to do this. I usually say about 30 minutes before breakfast. But if you miss breakfast, go ahead and take it whenever you remember. I was doing a Zoom call the other night and it was like 9 o'clock. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I've not taken my Slim today. And I drank it at 9 o'clock and went to bed. Now, how can I do that? It's because the way that this gives you energy is it balances your blood sugars. So I want you to think about it. If you are getting up in the morning, you need coffee or Coke or whatever to get up and going, right? And then you have a crash around 11 or 12, and then you need something else. And then you have a crash around 3 or 4, and then you need something else. And then you crash around 6. Your body's doing this all day long. So your adrenal glands are working overtime. So what Plexus does is it balances your blood sugars naturally. So what happens is instead of doing this all day, you're actually doing this. And the natural energy that God gave your body is actually going to last later into the evening. So what I noticed was the first week I was on the product, I got up after dinner and started cleaning the kitchen. And my husband's like, why are you mad? What's wrong? And I'm like, I'm not mad. Why do you think? He's like, you don't ever clean the kitchen at night unless you're mad. Like, are you slamming the cabinets? Like, what's and I was like, I just feel good. Like I had not felt good in so long. I didn't know what it felt like. And so I just didn't want to sit on the couch, you know? So that's what this does. So when we say it gives you energy and Bobby's feeling the energy and her husband's feeling the energy and everything, and you have that going on, it's because, hey, Tanya, what's up? I see you now. Tanya, we're recording this, honey, so we can send it to you in case you drop off again. But this, the reason why it gives you energy is because it's balancing. You're welcome. Is because it's balancing you out. So you're not doing this all day. Now, if you follow me on Facebook or go to follow me on Facebook, you'll see that I actually posted today that I don't have caffeine anymore. Now, I don't need it. I have people, you know, if you drink caffeine, if you drink caffeine, if you're a big caffeine person, what I would highly encourage you to do is after a week or so on these products, go to decaf and see how you feel. You're going to recognize and notice that you don't need the caffeine anymore. So I love the smell of coffee though. And the weather was cold here today and it was raining. And so actually I have decaf coffee for my Keurig now. And so I got my decaf coffee out. And I had a decaf. And so I don't need the caffeine anymore. So when you get rid of that caffeine, that's going to help your adrenal glands. It's also going to help you to let go of some belly bloating because caffeine makes your body hold on to that. Okay. That type of caffeine. Now this has a little bit of caffeine in it, but it's very little. And it's from the green coffee bean extract. And so it's not the same type of effect as a cup of coffee is. Okay. So that's why I say you could take this at 9 o'clock at night. The important thing is don't miss a day. That's the okay.
Consistency.
Yes, consistency is so important. So I would rather you take this at 9 o'clock at night than not take it and skip a day because you want your body to stay balanced. People that have diabetes will notice their blood sugars going down. I have a lady at my church that started the products, and by the end of her 3rd month, her A1C had gone from a 10 down to a 6. That's huge. Her skin was glowing. She looked completely different. She's in her mid 60s and she looks amazing. She was actually depressed and like reclusive. She was like, I want to get back to myself. She's actually coming back out, like life is happening again. Her husband's like, I don't know what you gave her, but I like it. And she's feeling good again because so much of our serotonin in our brain and everything all comes from gut health, guys. You don't really realize it, but it does. So the other 2 products that you get with the Triplex is you get the Bio Cleanse and you get the ProBio 5. This is actually my vitamin bottle, but it looks just like the ProBio 5. So we're going to pretend. Okay. So those are the other 2 products that you get. Now, here's why you get those. The ProBio 5 is our probiotic. Now, I don't know if you've ever taken probiotics before or if that's something that you've paid attention to, but the thing that makes our probiotic different is it has an antifungal component. It's the only one on the market that has that. So not only is it putting in good microbiomes and good bacteria into your gut, but it's also killing off the bad. So it's so important, guys. That's what is getting rid of the joint pain and all of those things is because your gut, all that activity, all that bad stuff is being cleared off. Okay. So as you take the probiotic, we're going to start you out on one of those a night. Okay. You want to start with one probio 5 at night. The reason why you only start with one is because if you go too fast, because it's killing off those toxins, you could go into detox is okay if you go through a little bit of a detox, but you don't want to go into die-off. And the difference between the two is detox is like if you've ever gone on a fast or anything and you're off of caffeine for a few days and get that little headache, like that kind of thing, you may have that. You may have a little bit of tiredness, you know, going into your second week. That's good. That means your body is detoxing toxins. That means it's getting out. Now, if you go into die-off, if you move too fast, that's where like you could get a yeast infection, you could get joint pain, because that candida yeast that's in your gut will begin to fight back and it's going to go try to hide somewhere. So you don't want to do that. So make sure as you're on these products that you're in communication with me and Ahada, and we're going to help to coach you to make sure you're going along at the right pace. Now, as those
Which one is that you say take once a day?
Yes, ma'am. Once a day for the ProBio 5.
Okay.
We can text this to you as well. I think we're going to text together. I'll text it to you. So you take that once a day. The other pill that you get is your Bio Cleanse. Now, the Bio Cleanse, you're going to start out with 2. Okay. So 1 of the probiotic, 2 of the Bio Cleanse at night. Okay. The reason why you want to take this, and do not miss this, it's not a laxative. You're not going to have to quit your day job, nothing like that. I know it says the word cleanse, but it's actually a magnesium supplement. And what that does is if you picture a drinking straw that's dirty and never gets cleaned, it's going to get gunked in, right? It's going to be nasty. So our bodies carry around 8 to 12 pounds of old stool in our colons. Guys, that is a small child in your intestinal tract. That's nasty. Okay. So what it does is it begins to moisturize your intestines. So it's going to begin to flake off all that stuff that's caked in there through all these years. So that's why I say you really want to give these products 6 months, 9 months, really see what they're going to do, because over time it's going to clean out your all those toxins out of your body. That's just poison and junk sitting in there. So you want that cleaning out. That's why your skin starts to glow. That's why you start to get energy, because all those toxins are getting out of your body. So as you are starting the products, and we're going to ask you about your poop, guys. I'm sorry, but we are, because we talk about poop. Okay. And here's why we talk about poop is because we want you to get to where you are going to the bathroom. If you eat 2 to 3 times a day, you need to be going to the bathroom 2 to 3 times a day. Okay. You need to go. It needs to be quick in and out. You'll need to be able to check Facebook in the bathroom. Okay. And I know this is gross and graphic, but it's the only thing I have to tell you. You want to get to where you're going to the bathroom 2 to 3 times a day, and you want to be like little cow patties. Okay. That's how our bodies are supposed to work. I know that's gross, but that's how our bodies are supposed to work. God did not. Bobby's like, what did I go to say? You want to be little cow patties in the toilet, okay? Because God did not want us to have to sit there and strain and take laxatives and fiber and all like that is not how He created our bodies to work.
It's not supposed to be hard and
it is not.
Yeah. It's going there and be a while you're in there. You're supposed to, once you go in the bathroom, it's out and you're out. After you wash your hands real good.
Yeah, do that. But so if you're like me, and when I started the products, I was only going to the bathroom every 2 or 3 days, and it was an ordeal. Then I take a lot of. I worked up to where I take a good bit of the ProBio because I want to clean out my gut, right? And then I take a good bit of the Bio Cleanse. Like I take 5 a day, so I take 3 at night, 2 in the morning. Yeah, but if I don't take 3, take 3 at night and 2 in the morning, I don't go to the bathroom right. And so I've been on these products for 6 years, and I will not go without these 2 bad boys at all.
Yeah.
Will not. Like I will go. I have driven. 20 years old. Girl, I have run out and I have driven somewhere to buy some off of somebody's cabinet because I'm like, girl, I need some help. So, I mean, you do not want to go without those 2, okay? Don't take the one without the other. You want those together so that it flushes your body out. So we're going to start you, like I said, slow on everything. The other thing that's really important about this triplex is that you drink your water. You want to drink half of your body weight in ounces of water a day. I know that sounds like a lot. Does that sound like a lot to anybody? Some people, maybe. So I know that sounds like a lot. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Number one, your body is going to begin to crave water because that's what God gave us to drink. Okay. So it's going to begin to crave water. My friend that just started the products 2 weeks ago, she would drink 4 to 5 Diet Pepsis every day. She, in the last 2 weeks, has had 3 total. Her body does not want it. Her body is not craving it anymore. So the best tip I can give you for drinking your water is to get a big something, okay? Get like a 30 ounce, 33, I used to do the big 33 ounce Dasani bottles. And I knew if I filled up that bottle, hey girl, there you go. That's what I'm talking about, Bobby. That way you don't have to count like 25 little bottles of water. That's just annoying. I got too many things to think about. I need to be able to count 3 of these bad boys. 3 of these and I'm good. You know what I mean? So if you get a big jug or, one of the big Dasani bottles, something like that, and then you have 3 of those 33 ounce Dasani bottles, you've had half your body weight, whatever that, you know what I'm saying? So that is so important, again, because we're flushing toxins out. The Probio 5 is killing stuff off. We want to get it out of our bodies, right? So those are the big things. And just to let us coach you on these products, who has a question? I do want to respect your time and get off of here pretty quickly, but if you have a question, I'm here to help you and be available. So what can I help you guys with? Okay, Bobby, go ahead.
So what is in this product to make me breathe better? Because when I was on my elliptical, it's like and when I'm walking, I'm like, I'm not doing that anymore. So what is in this product to make me breathe better?
It could be a couple of different things, actually. That's awesome. That's amazing. No, I love that. And that's why they named it Slim, because it's not really that this makes you lose weight. It's that as you're feeling better, you decide to go hit an elliptical. That's why they called it Slim. It really has, if you're underweight, if you know people that are underweight that try to gain weight, that are like anorexic, that are underweight, they can take this triplex and it's going to help them get to their healthy body weight because it's balancing their body. So one thing could be belly bloating on the inside that you don't even see is not pushing on you anymore. That's one thing. You're getting things out of your body. So the triplex helps people with allergies and seasonal allergies and things, because a lot of that is caused by your gut health. So as you're taking these products, that may have a difference with your breathing. I'm not sure what the cause of your breathing was, but that could be the things that are making a difference there for you. And that is amazing. That's awesome. Congratulations on that.
Yes.
It really makes you feel good when I'm moving around and I'm walking and I'm going from place to place. I don't have to like stop and sit down and catch my breath. It's like I could just go now.
Yes, that's
awesome.
That's like handy. Yeah, and I know you said your husband is, on the products now and stuff too. And I mean, I would definitely get him the triplex, especially if he's stealing your pink drink. Get him the triplex. Another thing you're going to notice, guys, is this was huge for me, and I didn't even mention it. I did mention that I used to want to take naps. The reason why I quit taking naps wasn't just because I felt better and had more energy, but it was because I began to wake up feeling rested. I would wake up, my alarm would go off, right?
There's Bella.
That's my husband. So, come here, Bella. My alarm would go off, and instead of wanting to go back to sleep, I would be like, oh, I'm ready to get up. And so that was a huge game changer for me. And that's stuff that's in the probiotic that's helping your body to actually rest at night and get rejuvenated, and replenish itself at night, how the Lord intended it to work. So that's the reason why you may be waking up feeling like, woo, let's go. I'm ready to tackle the day. So any more questions? Miss Amy, I know you don't have any products yet. What questions do you have?
Well, I have a lot of issues that you were explaining, but a lot of them are from my MS, because I've had MS for over 20 years. And even, I'm high risk. My mom died of colon cancer. So we have to go for colonoscopies like every, or all of us kids. So when I went to do the prep, it wouldn't even clean me out. My doctor was like, oh my gosh. She's like, your system works very, very slow. And I always attributed it to, well, my nerves and everything that, the peristalsis, none of it's working. And I wouldn't go to I would tell them, I wouldn't go to the bathroom for 3 weeks.
Oh my
it
gosh.
just, nothing moved. Nothing
Yeah.
moves. And I think it's the disease because, I was not like that all the time, but, I don't know, and I took all the, I don't know if you've ever had a colonoscopy, but the prep is the worst.
Yes.
And you clean yourself out. And
Yeah.
I did everything they said, and I did a double prep, and I still wasn't cleaned.
Wow. Oh my God.
And he's like, I said, can you still do it? And he still did it, and I came out okay. But I just was like, I just don't. I go, now I won't go for another month because I want cleaned out.
Wow, bless your heart. Well, yeah, your body needs to get working properly, it sounds like. I bet, do you have a lot of belly bloating with that and stuff?
Oh gosh, yes.
Oh, see, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, when I went on that vacation, I had not gone to the bathroom in 4 days, and my stomach was so bloated. I mean,
Oh yeah.
Somebody asked me
Oh,
if I mean,
and then you can't pee either.
yeah, well, everything's pressing down there, right?
Yeah,
So, yeah, that's a huge deal. Well, yeah, I mean, these products definitely would be something that you should give a shot because like I say, if you could get to where you're more regular, that's going to help with your colon health and everything. So I would definitely say that. Are you on Facebook?
Yes.
Okay, so Ahada, if you will make sure and friend Amy and Amy friend me and Ahada both. But if you add her to our wellness page where it's your wellness community, and then Amy, if you go into your wellness community, you can actually search up in the search page and the search bar in that page and look up MS and look up colon and look up some of those things. And it will pull up all these testimonies of people that have had help in those areas. So definitely, I would encourage you to do that as well.
Okay.
And so ladies, if y'all don't have any more questions, I'm gonna close up here. So if you're wondering how much this is, of course, these 3 products together to get you started with the new discount and the 10% off code that we've got for you tonight, all of that is around $125 to $130. It just depends on shipping to where you live for your first month. And we do have a 60-day money back guarantee. Again, I would encourage you to stay on these products for at least 6 months. The thing, Plexus has done a study, and the thing that helps people to stay on these products is when they have people do it with them. So you want to grab 2 or 3 people that can be your accountability partners, can run with you. Everybody grabs their mom, their best friend, their sister. That's who you grab. Those 3 people you would go on a weekend with, right? And do that. And Plexus incentivizes us to do that, guys, because you get a referral link when you become a VIP customer. And so when you give out that referral link and they come on and do the triplex with you, there's $360 on the table right now. So I have many people that will order it on a Monday. I have one lady that ordered it on a Monday. On Tuesday, she signed up 2 people to do it with her. And on Wednesday, she signed up the 3rd person. So she had already made enough money to cover her first couple of months on these products because they want to make sure that you're going to stay on and allow us to coach you and get you, into a cycle so that you're working and doing it. And people that get those 3 people right away are 80% more likely to be successful on the products a year later. They're still loving them and taking them. So we really want you to be able to do that. So Bobby, I know if you have not gotten 3 people with you and you want to make $360 or free product, they'll give you free product if you don't want money. But if you want to do that, it is going to help you to see what these products are doing for you and to have that accountability. And some people say, well, I don't want to tell anybody about the products until I see what they do for me. Well, do you have diabetes? Do you have diabetes? Do you suffer with migraines? You might not, but somebody else might. I could never help my mom with the plantar fasciitis, or sorry, not plantar fasciitis, with polymyalgia rheumatica. I could never help her with her joint pain because I didn't have that issue. But I went ahead and bought it for her right away. And she was doing it with me the first month. And it made a huge difference in her life because I didn't wait to see what the products were going to do for me. I wanted them to help her. So you may know somebody that has migraines, hormone issues, depression, ADHD, so many different things that Plexus could help them with. And so I would say, don't wait to find somebody to do this with you. Go ahead and tell them, and we can help you to get your products ordered. And we are here for any questions that you guys have. So definitely, Amy, if you're on Facebook, friend me. And you can always ask me or Ahada, either one, any questions that you have.
I gotta get your name.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. It's Latoya, Latoya, Lackey,
Okay.
Lackey, Lackey. I have on a pink shirt.
Lack.
EY.
Oh, okay.
And I have
Okay,
a pink
got it.
shirt in my profile, and Latoya Lackey Ministries, if y'all want to follow my ministry page, because, you know, I get on there and do stuff too. But anyway, so nice to meet with you guys tonight. Thank you for taking time to chat, and we're here if you guys need anything.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks. I'll send you this video, Ahada, too, okay?
Okay.
All right. Have
And
a
then
good night, guys.
Want to keep it. Thank you so much. Have a lovely night.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Minister Lackey.
Thank you, Minister Lackey.
Yes. Hi, Lindy.
Bye.
Bye.